In the beginning of the drama, we see our male lead of the drama, Ming, who is the president of a very big company. Due to being emotionless, he is a very arrogant and rude person. He used to be a professor once. He has a strong influence not only on students but also on everyone who comes into his life. Everyone is very scared of him. Even now, as soon as the hotel manager came to know that his VIP guest, Mr. Ming, is coming, he was very excited. Everyone is busy making a lot of preparations for his arrival. On the other side, if we talk about our female lead, her name is Lee, and she is also the daughter of a businessman. She used to think that her mother is just her dad's mistress, and she has never married him. So, due to this, she is very angry with her dad and never talks to him. She used to live with her mother in a small and peaceful house. Her mother loved her very much. It was her dream since childhood that she wanted to become the CEO of the company with hard work, but she ended up being just an assistant to one of her friends named Lu Fan. Now Lee blames her professor for everything. Some time back, when her mother's condition was bad, she had to take care of her. So she failed because she did not give the exams. She had requested the professor a lot to give her another chance to give the papers, but he is a very grumpy person and he did not let her give the exams. And after that, her mother also died. Now, because of that, she is very angry with that person till date. Lu Fan is like her brother, and he follows every order of hers. Even if we think that Lu Fan's company is nothing, without Lee, it's not wrong. Here they had come to the hotel for a meeting, and we see that Ming had also come there. Here Lee and Ming both cross each other, but they don't see each other. Then Ming also comes to their meeting with the investors. He had started finding a lot of flaws in the given project proposal, due to which Lee feels that it is impossible to get the investment. Firstly, Lee had exchanged coffee with her at the counter, and on top of that, Lee gets very angry seeing his rude behavior as before. After that, Lu Fan himself leaves from there, telling her to handle all the work. Now, this poor girl gets very upset that how will she be able to handle it? Lee had a habit of sharing all her problems with her best friend Yu. Now she calls her and tells her that the cold-hearted professor of ours in university life has again come to interfere in my life. Now you tell me, what should I do? She tells her to make him disappear for 2 days, and after that, as soon as you get a chance, you complete your work. That will save you. After that, whatever she is telling her, she does exactly the same. Here her friend had started asking her to follow his car, and she also did the same. Now, while leaving from here, Ming feels that someone is following him. So he stops the car and tries to see her, but without knowing what he was thinking, he again sits in his car. Now, while leaving from here, he collides with a truck and thus has a very terrible accident. The person driving the truck had done this intentionally. As soon as Lee sees all this, she feels very bad. She is a very kind-hearted girl, so she immediately comes and helps Ming. Then he is taken to the hospital. On the other hand, we are shown Lu Fan, who sees the ex-girlfriend with her current boyfriend, who is going while talking ill about him. He gets angry and is about to hit him, but then he himself gets hit. Here the doctor tells Lee that Mr. Ming's physical condition is fine, but his brain has been injured a lot. So, due to this, he might lose his memory. Now she had slept here while taking care of him the whole night. After all, she could not let him go like this. The next morning, as soon as he opens his eyes, he is surprised and starts asking, "Who am I?" which means he has completely lost his memory. Seeing all this, Lee gets very happy, and an evil smile also comes on her face. Now on his repeated asking, she tells him his name, but does not tell him the rest. She also starts saying, "I am your fiancé," and starts pretending to be emotional about how he had an accident and got this injury. Now he did not remember anything, so that's why he believes her words. On the other hand, we are shown Ming's manager, who is very worried about where the boss had gone. "It has been a day since I met him." Now Ming had said to him that if I don't meet you, then open an envelope behind me and check it. As he opens it, he had written in it that instead of filing a missing person report with the police, you should visit hospitals here and there to check for me. Actually, he already knew that I will definitely be attacked. Now to know why this is, so we are shown in a flashback that while he is a big name in business, he also has a business partner, who is completely opposite to him. He is always busy grabbing money. Due to this, he had a lot of arguments with him in a meeting. Then he felt that maybe he'll try to harm me, that's why he had already prepared this letter. Here in the hospital, it is shown that the police had come for investigation. Now, as soon as Lee tells him she is Ming's fiancée, he started taking her with him to the police station. Here at the police station, we are also shown Lu Fan, who had a big fight with his ex-girlfriend's boyfriend. Even here, he does not stop his antics. Lee started asking the police officer for the CCTV footage of that road, and after giving a little bribe, she also says that the matter should be ended here. Now, while leaving from here, her eyes fell on Lu Fan. Now she comes to know the whole thing about how the fight happened between these two parties. Now, before any case is made on them, she made them friends. On the other hand, we are shown the same truck driver to whom a stranger came. Now, as soon as he comes to know that he has not killed Ming, so for now to destroy the evidence, he kills this man. Now, who is the person who wanted to kill Ming? We will know about him later. At the hospital, Lee sees how this gentleman is trying to drink juice by doing cute acts. Seeing all this, Lee starts smiling, thinking that she doesn't think there was a time when he used to be so grumpy. Now, after that, Ming starts asking her how they both met. She also starts telling him all her fake stories and how she got trapped in his trap. Now, the poor guy was forced to believe her words. Now, we are again shown the same stranger outside the hospital. He had come to know about Ming, so he had come here again to harm him. After a while, as soon as Lee comes to know that the room in which the attack has just happened was not of anyone else but Ming, she gets worried. When she reaches there, Ming comes from behind saying, "I am fine." Now she comes to know that it was her roommate whom that person injured and went away. Now she starts getting very tense, thinking that she will not leave him alone like this anymore. Then she calls a hotel and books a room for herself at a hotel. Now her intention was to take him there with her. Meanwhile, the manager bumps into the same person. After seeing some documents in his hands, he realizes that he might be a spy. So he asks him to help him find his boss. But in return, he gets a hard punch. On the other side, she had brought a shirt for him and said that he should wear it. But he says, "My hand is bad. How can I wear it?" Now, as she starts helping him during this time, both of them come very close to each other, and he starts looking at his fiancée with a lot of love. Then we're shown the manager in the hospital. The poor guy was beaten up so much that he was not able to move. Now, how could he find his boss? So he had to think of some ideas. As soon as the stranger finds out that the person whom he had attacked was not Ming, and he gets very angry because of this. This means that he will have to find Ming again, otherwise the boss will come to know that he has not killed him yet. Next we see that Lee is leaving from there, taking Ming in a private taxi. Now, as soon as she reaches the hotel, she sees Lu Fan there and tries to hide from him. Now, who didn't know Ming? So she wanted that these two should not meet for the time being. It would be better. She had booked a very nice room here for themselves. Now these people have decorated it like a couple. So this poor girl feels a little embarrassed here. Now here she had given him a phone that if he needed anything then he can call her. She still had the same intention that she would leave him here and then go away to save herself. After that she meets Lu Fan. He was surprised that she was not answering his calls and even tried to find out about her. He asks, where did she disappear? For now, she doesn't tell him anything about Ming. Here we are shown Ming, who is seeing his own accident in his dreams. Now we come to know through a flashback that his parents died in an accident in his childhood. Since then, he has become completely emotionless. Then his uncle brought him up. Now he does not remember his full memories. Here she somehow opens his phone by putting in some password or another, and then whatever data she got it out. All the information is deleted, and even she had reset Ming's phone here so that he does not know who he is. She thinks it will be better for her too. Then we are also shown that Mr. Hao is worried that he does not know whether Ming is dead or not. It means that the one who attacked Ming is none other than Ming's partner, Mr. Hao. Now, as soon as Lee comes to the room, she had also brought food for Ming. Outside, we are shown Lu Fan, who wanted to drink with her, but she clearly refuses, saying, "Not now, go away from here." Then he starts thinking that she is having an affair with some boy. She must have trapped a boy in her room. Now here she had also returned his phone and got some photos of herself Photoshop. So he thinks that he should not know that they both are not a couple. He also believes her words that she was really telling the truth, that they both are in a relationship. Now, then he starts asking her, "By the way, will you tell me how we met?" Now, whatever story was going on in her mind, she tells him. She says, "When you were my professor, you fell in love with me and approached me, and after that you took my number, and we both got into a relationship. But after that you changed a lot. You used to get very angry with me, or even very rude, and I kept tolerating your behavior." Here she pretended to be so emotional that he felt pity for her. Now he believed her words, so her mission was successful. After that, when she brought him here to show him the room, suddenly, she slips and falls on him, and they come very close to each other. Here the heartbeat of both of them got fast, but then she got up and left from there. Here we see Mr. Hao sitting next to Ming's ex-fiancée, Chao Mei. Actually, Hao liked her, so he wanted her to forget Ming, so that he could start dating her only, but she was not going to do that. This is what made him most angry. Here we are shown the same stranger who came to a hacker and said, "Tell me where Ming is, or else I will deal with you in such a way that you will remember it all your life." So finally, he also had to agree to his words. On the other side, both of them had to sleep on the same bed, and he was coming very close to her, so she got very irritated by this. But she could not refuse him. After all, she was his fiancée in front of him. Now again, out of helplessness, she had to sleep near him like this. The next day, when they come to eat in the hotel, then again her eyes fall on Lu Fan. Now she starts hiding him, and then after sending him from there, she also goes away herself, and thankfully, he could not see her. On the other hand, the condition of Ming's manager is a little better than before. Now Li had sent a message to him that your boss is in this room of the hotel, so come to pick him up, and he also started going there. Now that stranger person is also shown who came to know where Ming is at this time. Now seeing someone's voice, Li had to hide here. On the other side, the hotel manager sees Ming and starts saying, "Did we make a mistake that you got your room changed to some other place?" On which he gets surprised, "Did I not get my room changed? It means that both Li and I were living in separate rooms, but why did she not tell me about this?" Now, at the room we see that this stranger may not get anything else, but he definitely gets a pen drive here. Now, as he is leaving from here, his eyes fell on Ming's manager again. Well, he was surprised that why do I meet him again and again? Now Li was sitting hidden, and as soon as she comes out and sees Ming's manager with this person, she starts thinking that maybe both of them are trying to harm Ming together. She thinks, "I will definitely investigate about this." For now, she could not leave Ming alone. Then she sends a message to her stepbrother Li Chain that he should make some arrangements for her house, and whatever he has to get done, she will tell him everything. Now our hero Ming gets a little upset and asks her, "Will you share with me why we both had booked separate rooms?" She again starts acting emotional, saying, "We were supposed to celebrate our honeymoon here, but look what you have done to yourself. You fought with me and then booked a separate room, and I had to tolerate all this. Don't you remember anything?" Now he again starts listening to her, and the poor guy started feeling guilty that he might have tormented her so much. Then we're shown you who has become the assistant of none other than Lu Fan, and her bestie Li tells her to do all this. In the next scene, we see both of them in a shopping mall. Here Li gives him all her shopping bags. Now, as soon as her eyes fall on Ming's manager, she immediately starts hiding him from him because she thinks that maybe he is in contact with a person who tries to harm Ming. Here, poor Ming thinks that maybe seeing the couple who is kissing in front of him, she also wants to kiss him, and because of the bags, she is not able to do so. So he puts the bag aside and kisses her immediately. The poor girl is shocked and immediately pushes him aside, thinking, what was he trying to do? Now her brother calls her and tells her that whatever arrangements she had asked him to make, he has made all of them. On the other side, we see that after a lot of difficulties, she finally brought Ming to her house. In fact, her brother has made good arrangements here, as if a couple used to live here earlier, so he could not suspect that she had lied to him before coming. As she goes here to take out food from the fridge, during this time, both of them came very close to each other. Here, before she falls down, he catches her. Now she immediately moves aside and says, we will not be able to cook this food, so can we go to the restaurant? So in the next scene, both of them have come there to eat. He had not got his couple photo clicked with her, so here both of them got it done. Next we see Lee's dad, who is still worried about his daughter. He does not know where she lives these days. He also seems very concerned about her. Next we see that Chao Mei had reached the manager. Actually, she wanted to know whether Ming is really dead or is he still alive. But the manager himself does not know about Ming, so what could he tell her? Now, after eating food, both Li and Ming go for shopping to buy groceries. Now, at this time, her eyes fall on her old teacher, seeing whom she tried to hide. Here Ming is surprised that why is she doing this, then she tells him that she is actually her teacher and she is hiding from her. But he says, it is okay. What is there to hide in this? I will meet her and ask some things about you. But the teacher herself had already noticed both of them and comes to them. She was thinking that maybe both of them are a couple, so she started telling them many couple things to buy here. Even while buying something, both of them have to pretend to be a couple. Now, after escaping from her with great difficulty, they reach a park. Now, the bonding of both of them had already become strong, so she started telling him about her childhood, how she used to come to the park with her mother to swing on this swing. Then they enjoyed a lot here. Now, as soon as they reached home, he again started saying sorry to her that earlier in the past you had to face a lot of problems because of me, but now I will try never to hurt you. Now, suddenly, he sees a love letter here which Lee had written to him when he used to be a professor at one time. Now, here he understands that maybe because of this their relationship started. But now we're shown in a flashback that actually Lee was asked by her friend to write all this, and somehow this letter reached the professor. After that, the professor scolds her in such a way that she still remembers it. But when he asks her, she has to lie that, yes, I really loved you a lot, that's why I wrote this letter to you, and you were very happy to see this. Now she has to tell this lie out of compulsion. Now what else could she say except this? Here her bestie Yu and her stepbrother Lee Chain had come to meet her outside. Both of them call out to her a lot, but she sits here hiding and starts telling Ming that there are some deputies outside who have come to take my debt from me, so I don't want to meet them. Now they get worried that they don't know where she is gone, and so they start leaving from here. Now we come to know that Yu actually has a big crush on Lee Chain, but till date, she has not been able to confess her feelings. Then Ming sees a board, and here he starts writing some points about his and Lee's relationship, like what things she likes and what she doesn't like. Here we are shown the poor Lu Fan with whom his sister has come to live, and here she tries to make him dance to her tunes. He just keeps on doing what she says. Anyway, like always, she used to trouble him a lot to make their relationship better. On the other hand, Ming started searching online about what he should do for his girlfriend. Meanwhile, Yu is shown in a meeting. Today he is not having a business meeting with anyone else, but with his rival company. Now Chow Mei is also shown here. A big argument also takes place between her and Lee over this matter. Now as soon as she comes home after finishing everything, he starts trying his best to impress her, but she gets very angry and immediately pushes him aside. The next day, she sees that he has made a very nice breakfast for her with his own hands. Seeing all this, she becomes very happy. Then when someone knocks outside, he opens the door. It is none other than Lee's bestie Yu, who had just arrived. She was surprised to see Ming and wondered what this guy was doing there. Before anything else could happen, Lee takes her out. Now, she started teasing Lee a lot. Tell me the truth, what's going on between you and Ming? So she tells her that there is nothing like what you are thinking. Actually, he has lost his memory, so I am just helping him. Apart from this, there is nothing else. As soon as Ming sees a file at home, he is surprised. Now here he comes to know that in which college he used to teach, so he has decided to go there. On the other hand, we are shown both Gulin and Lee Chain. There was no special connection between the two, but both families wanted to get them married, so both of them had to tolerate each other out of compulsion. Today, Lu Fan had decided that he will come and attend the meeting very well, but things did not happen as he thought, and while sitting he falls down. On the other side, Ming had come to the college to ask about himself. Now, when Ming asks there what he used to do and what kind of person he was, no one gives him any special answer. Rather, people started making fun of him. They could not believe that this is the same Ming. Then a lady recognizes him and says, "Hey, Professor Ming, when you come here." Then he had also seen his photo while leaving from here. Now, when he looks back, he sees a very big crowd behind him. Just then, Lee had reached here to help him. Now, she started telling him not to worry for everyone. As soon as she came to know that Ming has reached the college today, she immediately went to him. She had come here so that he could not remember anything else, otherwise she will not be able to live here. Here she had called her bestie to help her through the car. Then both of them reach home. Now, as soon as Yu sees their couple photos, she is surprised. When did all this happen between you two? He tries to know what was the relationship between us, but she keeps sidetracking him. Now, she says it will be better if you do not tell him about this. Now he keeps asking so many questions that this poor girl has to lie after lie. After seeing all this, now you had realized how many difficulties Lee is facing, like how many lies she has to tell to survive her life. She could not even tell anyone about it, that her life is in danger. On the other hand, we see that Chow Mei took the manager to her place and was trying to ask him where her boss was, But what does that poor man know about it? Chow Mei tries to make him drunk so that he will tell something, but then she herself gets drunk, after which he has to handle her and take her away from there. On the other side, Ming asks you, will you tell me what kind of professor I was in my university life and how was my behavior with Lee? Then she says that it was very bad. You used to scold her all the time. After hearing all this, the poor guy gets more upset. Was I really that bad? I should not have done all this with her. Now to make his relationship with her good, he helps Lee a lot. He even started behaving very well, and this guest of his likes Lee a lot. The next day, suddenly Chow Mei's eyes fall on Ming. As soon as she goes out to look for him, he had already left from there. Now she gets surprised and sits in the car again. She starts thinking that maybe she got very drunk at night, that's why she got so drunk during the day. Now, while going through the bus, Ming sees a couple who were fighting a lot earlier, but then they settle their matter after kissing. After that at home, Lee looks very happy that finally after so many days she woke up before Ming because right now he was not seen at home. But in the meantime, he returns from shopping and tries to kiss her by going close to her. She gets very surprised and her heartbeat becomes fast, so she runs away from there. Now, the way he is taking care of her, Lee is not able to understand what has happened suddenly. Now, Lee's dad had told his men to keep an eye on Lee. Now, as soon as they send Ming and Lee's photo to him, he gets very shocked and gets angry. What is Ming doing with my daughter? Now, Gu Lin and Lee Chain are together. So they had to pretend to be a couple in front of their families. Now, whatever fight they had, they ended it all when they came in front of them. And this way their bonding was becoming very strong. After that, we see that whatever mistake Lu Fan made, he got a lot of punishment for it by you. The poor guy was very upset. What is this problem? Now, if we talk about Mr. how his happiness keeps increasing day by day. Now he was confirmed that if he has not found Ming, yet it means that he must be dead. But Chow Mei is still thinking that the person whom she saw that day looked exactly like Ming. In the next scene, we see Ming's younger brother, who had kidnapped the manager. He gets very angry at that person and says, will you tell me where my brother has gone? It's obvious that you are his manager, but that poor guy himself did not know. Now both of them have decided to investigate. Here Lee shares all this with her bestie. I don't know who were those people who tried to attack Ming, and I have to know about them at any cost. Lee says, right now I cannot let Ming go from here because his life is in danger. Anyway, his memories have not returned yet. Then she comes home and gives him medicine, which is very bitter. He refuses to take it. Now she starts forcing him to take it and even plays a game with him, and in this process both of them come very close. He gets so nervous that he drinks his medicine and runs away from there. Now, while watching her game, he gets lost in the memories of the past. In Flashback, she used to play it with her mom often, and now she had decided to play the same game with Ming, due to which he had to drink the medicine again, out of compulsion. Now today, as soon as she leaves from here, Ming keeps calling her from behind. You have forgotten some of your stuff here. But she is not going to listen to him. In the company itself, a lady collides with you, and she is his big enemy, and tells many things to you, and leaves. Now, Lee comes to make her understand, and in this process, she hurts her leg because of falling down. Then she had also started telling her that she should not have done this with their company. Whatever talks happened between them, she used to go and tell their rival company. Now, whatever talks happened between them, Ming had heard all of them. Now, as soon as he comes to know that Lee's leg is hurt, he starts putting a bandage on it. She likes his gesture a lot. Now, the way he is taking care of her, she is falling more and more in love with him. Now, someone clicked pictures of both of them, who is none other than the person sent by Lee's dad. Now Dad got even more angry. What is going on between them? And he would definitely find out about it. Meanwhile, her bestie had started teasing her a lot. She did not have any doubt that maybe she has fallen in love with Ming. After that, we see Chow Mei, who is looking at a picture and smiles after seeing it. She was in love with not someone else but Ming and her grandfather. After her grandfather died, Ming was the only one who took care of her, and she truly loved him, but later no one knows what happened between them that she broke up with him. On the other side, if we look at these two besties, they are still busy in the investigation, but they were not getting any clue about who was that truck driver who tried to attack Ming, who were his enemies after all. On the other side, we see that Ming had prepared a lot of food for her, but as soon as she sends a message that she will not be able to come, the poor guy gets very upset after seeing all this. After that, in the office, you started telling her ways to flirt with Ming. Seeing all this, Lu Fan was surprised. What is going on here? Then, as soon as you came to know that Lee had gone to meet her brother Lee Chain, she kept an eye on both of them. After all, she used to like him, but gets upset after listening to their talks. She came to know that he is actually going to marry Lu Fan's younger sister. Meanwhile, Lu Fan also came from behind, and he also came to know that she is having a crush on Lee Chain. Now she loves Lee Chain, but Lu Fan started telling her to forget him. Anyway, he is going to be my younger sister's lover. Hearing this, she got angry at him, and in this process, both of them fall in the water. Now, tonight they had to stay in a hotel together. Now, no matter how much they fight, they will keep on fighting. Tonight they were in the same room. On the other side, as soon as Ming comes home drunk, he starts clinging to her. She gets worried. Why has he made himself like this? Now she has started caring for him and starts telling him to sleep. The next day, we are shown Dad, who had come to meet his daughter Lee. Now she is in the office, so he meets Ming. Now, what does he know that his memories are gone? He just keeps getting angry at Ming. After all, what is the relationship between you and my daughter? Tell me the truth, are you playing any game with her? Suddenly, he messages Lee and tells her, your father has come here. Now she immediately comes home, and Dad was asking her here, what do you think about this? I am your father, tell me the truth. I will be happy in your happiness. Now Dad wanted very much that his daughter should talk to him or come to live with him at home, but Lee was not ready to agree. Here she even started telling her father to leave. There is no need for you to interfere in my personal life. So he left from there glaring at Ming and said, I will ask you later. Here we see Ming's younger brother and manager, their search was still on. Now, as soon as he tells the manager, I've come to know where my brother is, on hearing this, he immediately started going to them. Now we see that both of them had come to a very amazing place to have fun. Now their enjoyment was never ending. Just then, suddenly, as soon as she sees the manager, here, she tries to hide Ming again. She thinks that maybe the manager is with those goons, but she doesn't know that the poor guy is looking for his boss. Now, finally, she manages to save him from his eyes. On the other side, we are shown Lu Fan, who is constantly scolded by his father. He says, when will you improve? When will such a time come that you will handle your company yourself? Here he even scolds him a lot. While on the other side, when Lee had gone from there to get something, as soon as she comes back, she sees that Mr. Ming is missing from there. She gets worried. She doesn't know where he has gone. Has the same person taken him away? But he suddenly comes back. He had gone to get something for herself. She immediately hugs him, and now we realize that she has fallen in love with him so much that it is very difficult for her to stay away from him. Now on returning from here, the manager's eyes fall on these two. Before he could go to see them, both of them had disappeared. At night, Ming had given her a very nice surprise, seeing which her happiness knew no bounds. Now, while talking, he started telling her the love story of her parents. At present, she also knows that her father had never married her mother. Now, seeing her upset, he makes her laugh. Now, because of him, her mood had become quite fresh. The next day, not only her bestie, but Lu Fan also came to meet her. Now, as soon as his eyes fall on Ming, he is surprised. What is this gentleman doing? Seeing these two talking, these besties immediately stood aside and even asked them to sit here. They said, we are going to a party. Now, since Lu Fan was also their friend, that is why he says, I will also go with you people. Here, Ming also wanted to go, but they tell him, no, you don't need to come. And they just left from there immediately. Now, this poor guy sitting behind keeps getting upset, even though he had also decided to follow them. As soon as these people reach the party, they are just talking about anyone else but about Ming. Meanwhile, Ming has also entered from above. Everyone is surprised to see him. Well, as soon as he found Lee here, he introduces himself as her boyfriend. This was quite shocking for everyone that they all get stuck on both of them and ask, when did you both start dating? Now, she did not want Ming to remember anything or get to know anything from their conversation, so she immediately takes him away and had asked her bestie to handle everything from behind. In the next scene, both of them are shown sitting in a bus where there was no one else except them. Both of them have a lot of fun here. Even as soon as he gets a good chance, he kisses her immediately. But as soon as he suddenly kisses Lee, he starts remembering all the accidents that happened to him in Flashback. The poor guy gets scared and immediately steps back. She is not able to understand what happened to Ming suddenly. On the way back, it had started raining too. Both of them reach a place while running. Now, as the weather had started getting romantic again, so he kisses her again, but as soon as he kisses her, he suddenly remembers the flashback scenes and even turns away. She was surprised as to what had happened to him. After reaching home, she was saying, "Was I not able to kiss him properly?" Later he tells her, "Actually, whenever I kiss you, I get flashbacks. That's why I would like to kiss you again. Maybe I will get all the memories back." But she could not let him do it now because she did not want him to remember his past. On the other side, Mei had also put her men on searching for Ming. Now, finally, she gets a picture of him, in which she was surprised to see a girl. She wondered who this girl was. So she immediately calls one of her detectives to get whatever biodata of this girl for her. Meanwhile, both of them had reached the theater. After watching movies, they also go to a show which is specially for couples. Here a person comes and gives a paper to each of them saying, "You have to write one of your flaws or qualities on it." Now through this, she comes to know that Ming loves her very much. She gets emotional and even hugs him. On the other side, Ming's brother again comes to know where his brother is. He tells the manager about it. After this, we are shown Ming, who had come to do some shopping for himself. Suddenly, he sees that a person is following him continuously. He was surprised. Who is he and what does he want from him? He started running away from there to save himself, and in this process, he slips from the stairs and falls down. Now, when he regains consciousness, he is in the hospital, and the person who took him here is none other than his manager. Now, because of the injury he got on his head due to falling from there, he has lost all his memories. Now this Ming had become the same emotionless Ming again. Now, if we look at the company, everyone is worried that it has been so many days since Ming has not come to the office. What happened to him? Has he died? While sitting here, Mr. Hao gets a message in which it is obvious that he is being told that now Ming has returned. He got very scared and left while excusing them. And after his departure, our hero, Ming, also enters. After such a long time, they were very happy to see him. Now, whatever problems they have, he was ready to take responsibility for them and says, "You don't need to worry about all that." Along with this, he also started investigating who was the one who attacked him. Now, even if it was his partner, how he had to find some evidence to catch him. On the other side, Chao Mei had come to know that on that day, it was none other than Li who was with Ming. Seeing all this, she feels very jealous. Now, as soon as Ming comes home, his brother gets a little emotional after seeing him. After all, he is seeing his brother after such a long time. Then we are shown Li. She gets a little upset that she doesn't know where did Ming go. "I searched for him a lot, but I am not able to find him." Today, while returning from the company, she suddenly sees Ming. He had already left from here, ignoring her. She gets worried. Why is he doing this to her? She immediately runs to him and wants to talk to him, but she remembers that she fooled him into thinking that I am his fiancé. That is why he started talking to her very rudely. Poorly does not like this behavior of his at all. She feels very hurt and also says, "We will not meet in the future," and saying this, she leaves from there. Today, Ming had a meeting with Li's dad. He had taken his best proposal to him. He wanted that both their company and his company should cooperate, but Dad is not going to agree at all. He says, "Whatever you do, I will never support you." Now we're shown Chao Mei sitting with the same spy who gave some information about Li. On seeing it, she was completely surprised. Now at home, Ming had started showing some of his own emotions, which he had developed while living with Li. Seeing all this, his brother and his manager also remained surprised. Now, after Ming's arrival, Chao Mei had become very happy. Now, she wanted him to patch up with her, and they should get back into a relationship. But now in his heart and mind, only our cute heroine, Li, was there. He is not giving her any special attention. Seeing all this, Chao Mei does not like it at all. Now Mr. Hao is hiding in a hole, and after Ming's coming back, it is obvious that he wants to get an investigation done against Mr. Hao. Here he thinks, if I am caught, then it is certain that I will go straight to jail, and he did not want this at all. Today, only Li came to know that a new investor is coming to their place, and he is none other than our hero Ming. She was surprised to see him, and was also looking very angry. What has he come here to do? He had already collaborated with their company on a project, and from today itself, he had also decided to make Li his assistant. Now she was very upset. After that, she was also getting angry with him, but her word had no effect on him. Here he says to her, I have to irritate you for what you did to me. Now suddenly, here not only the lights get switched off, but someone had also closed the door. They get worried. How will they get out of here? Everyone in the meeting is getting worried. Where did both of them go? On the other side, with great difficulty, both of them helped each other, and that is why they come out and come into the meeting. Also, since Ming had come back, the manager's happiness knows no bounds. In the next scene, we see Lu Fan and Yu, where both had become very good friends. Here in the office, Ming troubles Li a lot, and even he keeps making her work for 24 hours. She gets very irritated by this, but what could she say to him? After all, he had become her boss. Today, while having lunch, Mei comes near Li. Now she knew that she must be liking Ming, that is why Mei plays her trick. She started telling her, I am stuck with Ming, and anyway I love him very much, so you should keep distance from him. Hearing these things, Li also got very irritated and said, wait a minute, he just keeps roaming around me all the time. I don't roam around. If she has to talk about all this, then she should go and talk to Ming. There is no need to talk to me. After that, as soon as Li was trying to pick up something, Ming immediately came and said, let me help her. And during this time, both of them come very close to each other. Now she tells him to stay away from her as much as possible. I admit that I fell in love with you when we both used to live together, but now there is no love in my heart for you. After that, when she came to him to ask for a file, but he is not ready to give it to her. Meanwhile, as soon as they come close, the manager also saw this scene, and the poor guy gets very embarrassed. After coming out, Mei again started telling her to stay away from Ming. This thing irritates her a lot. She immediately comes to his office and creates a ruckus. What is the problem with your fiancé? She comes to taunt me every time. You cannot make her understand. And she vented out all her anger on him. Now as she holds his cheeks, he also started holding hers. After that, when he comes home and starts cutting his brother's hair, his brother gets very happy, and here Ming also shares his heart's feelings. If I am in love with a girl, then how will I confess my love to her? Now here his brother tells all the ideas to him. Later, as soon as he comes to the company, Li is still working there. He comes to her and invites her to eat with him, saying, you work so hard. Anyway, she also agreed. And then they come to the restaurant. Now, as soon as she notices that his cuffs do not have any buttons, she takes out her hairband and helps him in tying his cuffs. Ming liked this gesture a lot. At Evan's place, he started taking care of Li like before. Finally, they got a chance to spend time together after such a long time. The next day, suddenly, when he spilled coffee on her hair, so to correct her mistake, he started drying her hair. As soon as the entire staff sees this scene, they are secretly happy to see all of them and say hello to Evan from outside. Seeing this poor girl is very embarrassed. On returning from the office, he suddenly smiles. Seeing this, the manager definitely started suspecting that something is going on in his heart. The next day, the person who was keeping an eye on Li had suddenly seen him today. Well, she did not say anything to him. She was thinking that maybe there is a waiter working here. Now her camera was not working, so she started helping him. As soon as Ming saw this scene, he was very jealous. He took Li from here and went to the side and started asking her, what were you doing with that person just now? Will you tell me? She was surprised to see his behavior. What happened to you? I was just helping that person. Now, Mei was not going to leave Ming so easily. Wherever she sees him, she immediately reaches him. Now, right in front of him, she had also started behaving very well with Li. Suddenly, both of them noticed the same waiter whom the police had brought by holding him, whom Li had taken care of a while ago. Now, she being kind-hearted, so sits close to him again to ask about his well-being. Seeing this scene, our hero feels very jealous. He wanted to talk to her. Now, suddenly, as she turns back, her coffee falls on his coat. She frees her hand from it and walks away from there. On the other hand, we are shown you in the restaurant. Some boys had come to misbehave with her. At this time, the one who is protecting her is none other than Lu Fan. And here, while protecting her, this poor guy got hurt a lot. Lu likes this gesture of Lu Fan. Now she had ruined Ming's coat, so as compensation, she asked him to take off his coat. I will wash it and return it to you. Here he wants to confess his love to her again, but is unable to do so. Despite thinking a lot, he has become completely speechless. Now, after making him wear the new coat, she hugs him and starts saying, whatever time we had spent in the past, now I want to forget it. After this, we will not talk about it. And then she said goodbye to him, and then she got emotional and left from there. The poor girl was looking very hurt to think that maybe she and Ming can never become a couple, so it is better that I get rid of his memories. As soon as she reaches home, her friends are waiting for her. On the other side, this poor guy came home and started asking his younger brother for some advice on how to propose to a girl. Now, whatever ideas he gets, he shares them all with his brother. On the other hand, we see these three where they get very drunk and start sharing their own things. Now, whatever they are saying, they themselves do not understand it. Now, at night, Ming was not able to sleep. The poor guy tries a lot, but he was still missing Lee. That's why he spent the whole night thinking about her. Next, we see that Chow Mei had come to know where Mr. Ho was hiding, so she also comes to meet him, but for now she had decided not to tell anyone about this. Well, this means that she has also joined him in his dirty work. The next day, as soon as these people opened their eyes, they were like cartoons. Now, as soon as you came out of here after taking a shower, Lu Fan kept looking at her. Now, whether he believes it or not, but he has already fallen in love with her. Now Ming has asked the manager to get a lot of gifts in the company. Now, as soon as she comes to Ming's office for work, he gives all those gifts to her and says, "These are all given to you by your colleagues because it's your birthday." She gets surprised to hear this. Now, as soon as she notices that his shoes are exactly like a couple and he was also wearing the same, she started thinking, wow, what a coincidence. Now, as soon as she suddenly opens her shirt and sees that it was also matching with his shirt, she gets even more surprised. What is going on here? Now, somehow she had accepted his gifts, but he gets a little worried. How can I propose to her now? Why does my voice stop when I am in front of her? Now his intention was that as soon as she comes in the lift, he will try to protect her from all the colleagues, and she will like this gesture of his very much, and in this way, he will confess his love to her. But as soon as all his staff comes here, they do not even enter inside the lift after seeing their boss. So these two are left in the lift. Now Ming imagines that he will kiss Lee right now and confess his feelings, but it's just his imagination. He is still not able to say anything to her. She was surprised. What has happened to him today? Why is he doing such strange things? After that, he was going to talk to her again in the office, but still he was not able to do it. She just stays away from him or thinks it would be better if she doesn't have any feelings for him in her heart. Now today was the engagement ceremony of both Lee Chain and Gulan. She is looking very excited about him. Now suddenly, you had come to meet Lee Chain. She was holding a diary with her crush, which she had written. Well, now she had understood that no matter what she does, her crush can never be hers. So finally saying goodbye to him, she leaves from there saying, I have to give up on him in any case and move on in my life. On the other side, Lee and Ming had come to meet an investor together. As soon as she saw Ming's body, she was very impressed. She was looking for some models, so she asks him to become her model. Now she tries to stop him, but this madam took Lee from there. Now, this poor guy is in trouble. They all started telling him to take off his shirt, but the poor guy is confused as to what to do now. Now, Lee also sent the investment to the fence and took him from there and ran away. Next, we see Chow Mei, and here she comes to know that Ming is emotionless, but no one knows about this. Now, through the guy she had left behind, she comes to know that he is emotionless, so now this is big news for them. Now in the office, Ming again started trying to come close to her. The whole staff enjoys watching this whole scene. Now, since Lee Chain and Gulan were married, both of them had to live in the same room. Now, the decoration of this place has been done by his elder brother. Seeing all this, his heartbeat had become very fast. On the other side, we see that Ming had come to see Lee in the office, and she is sleeping here, so he starts looking at her. Now he had started taking full care of her, but still did not confess his love to her. After that, he was surprised when he saw that the news of his emotional outburst had gone viral. Everyone was gossiping about it. Well, he was not worried. Whatever happens, let it happen. I do not have to worry about it at all. On the other hand, Dad had also seen this news and was also looking very worried. If this boy is like this, then my daughter has fallen in love with him, then who knows what will happen to them now. Now, both Lee Chain and Gulan came very close to each other, and it means that both had accepted each other. Now, both the brothers and their father were planning something together. After all, our daughter really loves Ming. To know whether this happened or not, he was definitely planning something or the other. Later, Yu tells him, today Lee has gone on a blind date. Hearing this, Ming started going to Lee jealously. Although Lee had come to meet an investor, that person is a very flirtatious person and was flirting with her. Dad is also watching all this. and was keeping an eye on his daughter. Now, he tries to hold her hand just as our hero also enters. He comes and directly kicks that person, and he immediately starts beating him. Dad liked this gesture of his very much. No matter how much he hated Ming, he was impressed by his personality, at least once. Now, due to fighting, Ming also got hurt. She brings him to a side and starts taking care of him. Now, as he got a call from his uncle, he brings Lee along with him there. Here, his aunt's condition was getting worse day by day. Now, as soon as he started praying for his mom and dad, he looked completely emotionless. It means he doesn't know how to cry at all. Seeing all this, Ani gets even more angry and says, "It would have been better if you had died in the accident that day." She blamed him for everything and also says, "Don't you feel bad for your dad and mom? I mean, you can cry a little for them." But till today, she hasn't seen a single tear in his eyes. Now, while taking him, Lee had already come out. As soon as they came in the car, Ming's condition became bad. He couldn't understand anything. Now, after that, while walking, he falls down from the stairs. Now, seeing him in this condition, poor Lee is feeling very bad. She tries to comfort him. As soon as he regains consciousness, Ming confesses his feelings to her, and her answer is yes here too. Then both of them kiss each other, and then we are shown a stranger who is keeping an eye on them. After that, when he comes to the company and holds Lee's hand, everyone is surprised. Everyone had already come to know that both of them are dating since a long time. Today, when they are having a meeting, suddenly their eyes fall on a news that someone has exposed Lee's personal data. Everyone is making a lot of points about her and her mom. Now, even she does not know that actually her mom and dad were married. Now, even dad gets worried. Ever since he saw this news, he cannot stop himself and says he wants to go and tell the truth to his daughter. He does not know what she must be thinking about him. Lee does not seem to be worried at all. She says, "Those who talk about me and my mom, let them do it. It does not matter to me, and anyway, I am not worried about this news. When you are with me, I don't need anything else." After that, Lee's elder brother came to meet her, and here he started showing her the marriage certificate of both her mom and dad, that it seems your mom did not tell you that, dad, and she really got married. Seeing all this, she gets emotional remembering her mom. Here Lee Chain is shown, who came live and started clearing it to everyone that my dad and Lee's mom both got married, so there is no need to spread false news. Now, all this mess was cleared. In the next scene, it is shown that Chow Mei had called Ming to her own apartment to meet today, and when he came, she gave him some drugs, mixed drink. After drinking, which his condition became worse. Now, she had tried a lot, but she is unable to impress him, so today she wanted to spend the night with him here only after making him unconscious. Now she has gone completely out of her limits. Here, as soon as Lee gets to know that actually Ming went to meet Lee at her time, she had reached there searching for him. He was very drunk, and Lee took him away. Chow Mei was in a bad state from behind. She was very angry and was saying, "Lee, how dare you snatch my Ming from me?" Now Ming had started doing very strange things due to drugs, so she used to make videos of herself and him, and after that both of them got intimate here and spent a very romantic night. The next day, Ming was looking very happy. He had now thought in his mind that now I will propose her for marriage. As soon as the manager comes to the house, he was surprised to see Lee with his boss. After that, he had come to his younger brother and started introducing Lee to him. He was also very happy that at least there is a girl in his brother's life too. After that, Ming puts a tracker in her ear in the form of earrings and says, "Wherever you go, I will get to know." On the other hand, we see Lee Chain and Gulan, where this time his elder brother decorated their room completely pink and said, "Now both of you should not even think of having a baby." After that, Lee brought him to her house, and they got lost in old memories. They started talking about the time they had spent together. Here he even kisses her. Now, when she was happily going to meet her dad, some goons came and kidnapped her, who were men sent by none other than Mr. Hao. Now, a lot of time had passed, and Ming had not met Lee, so he gets upset and calls her a lot, but her phone is not working. On the other side, Lee tries to fool them with her words. Actually, she wanted to at least send a signal to everyone else that she has been kidnapped, but no one responded. They are not ready to listen to this. Now we come to know that actually Chow Mei had kidnapped her using Mr. Hao. Now the tracker that Ming had put in her ears, and he comes to know the place where she is. As soon as the police reaches there, by then the goons have already run away with Lee. Now they have brought her to Mr. Hao, and not to anyone else. She started getting very angry at him, but nothing has any effect on him. This poor guy is very tensed about where his Lee went and who kidnapped her. Then he goes to his brother and starts telling his brother to find Lee and says, "You are a hacker, so you find her." These goons are fighting among themselves about which song should be played or not. Then Lee says, "I will help you people," and suddenly she picks up their phone. Then she sends a voice message to Ming through which he comes to know where she is at the moment, and he immediately sets out to find her. Meanwhile, these goons bring her to Chow Mei, and she starts venting out a lot of anger on her, which Lee doesn't care about at all. She immediately makes a video call to Ming and says, "Today I will finish off your lover right here." Before that, she slaps her, and Lee holds her hand. Even as Lee was about to leave from there, she comes from behind and hits her on the head with a very thick stick and makes her unconscious. By then, the police had also entered. Now Chow Mei was about to go to jail. Along with her Mr. Hao was also caught. In the next scene, Lee is shown at her dad's house. When she regains consciousness, she starts acting as if she is not remembering anything and acts as if she completely forgot the memory. So Ming tries to remind her, and then he starts saying like her, "I am your fiancé." On the other hand, we see Chow Mei in jail. She has come here to serve her punishment forever. Now this is the result of one who does bad things. Now Dad has come to meet his daughter, and whatever misunderstanding was there between them is over now. That is why she treats her dad very well. He also looks very happy here. Next, Ming had called her to his house by sending a message. Now, as soon as she comes forward, she is surprised to see her and Ming's photos here, and these are completely real. Even Ming has left a letter here. After reading, which she gets an idea that Ming really loves her very much. Now she is reading that in the meantime, Ming also enters from above, and finally, he started confessing his love to her. Here we are shown Lee's entire family who were keeping an eye on both of them. Now she had accepted his proposal, so here both of them kiss each other. After watching this scene, the rest of them left from there taking care of their privacy. Now again, we are shown a scene after a very long time where Lee Kane and Gulan are very happy in their life. If we talk about Lu Fan and they two had become a perfect couple. Now it is the turn of our smart hero Ming and cute heroine Lee. They too are very satisfied with their life. Both of them got married and are happily enjoying their life. And with this, the drama has a happy ending. How would you like this drama, and which was your favorite character? Well, my favorite is both Lee and Ming. What is yours? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for watching more dramas like this.